Today, I'm going to talk about the power of deciding and one of the biggest reasons why you haven't been able to achieve the life that you want, whether you're just doing it like normal style or through manifestation, is because you really haven't decided. So today I'm going to talk about the power of decision and remind you why deciding on what you are going after in life is so important to achieving it. So if you want to learn and find out the answer to this, then be sure to keep watching. What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen. I am a life coach and law of attraction teacher, and you have found my YouTube channel where I upload 2 new videos for you guys every single week, all about the art of creating your best life ever. And I personally do that through a combination of mindset and manifestation. So if you want to stick around, hit that subscribe button. I upload lots of new stuff all the time that is going to really help to shift the way you look at the world and therefore shift the results that you get in the world. So as I said in the beginning of the video, decision is one of the most powerful elements of changing your life. So we talked a little while ago about the word try and how I think try is like a cop-out. When we are talking about trying to do something, that really is a red flag to me that you haven't actually started doing it. You haven't actually stepped into the role of taking this on. So today is kind of the next level of that. So what happens when you stop trying to do something, when you stop making things optional? Because that's the thing, that's the real problem. When you say the word try, I am trying to make more money, I am trying to create a relationship, I am trying to get this job, that means you haven't really claimed it, right? That means it's still optional. That means you're putting effort into it, but you also have a huge escape. Like you have the ability to go back at the end of the day and say, well, I tried, it didn't work out, but I tried. So I just want you guys to notice there is a huge difference in between that, the trying stage, and deciding when you want something, when something is going to be yours and there is no more trying involved. That is a true decision. So I want you guys right now to think about your biggest manifestation goals and like whatever you're trying to call into your life right now, whether that's money or love or adventure or travel or whatever. I want you to think about that. And I want you to think about the language you use when you talk about that thing. And I mean by language, I mean the words that you use inside your brain, the words you tell yourself, as well as the words you use in real life. Because for me, that was a big one, because I always felt like I had to be honest with people and, you know, not talk in a certain way unless I'd actually done something. And I've come to really realize the importance of language, and as well as language and the power of deciding. So this is a really easy hack actually for manifesting or just creating more confidence in your life in general. Once you step into that, once you start claiming it for yourself, you do start to speak about it differently. You do start to use different words. So that is part of the equation, right? When you start making things non-negotiable, you aren't saying that you've already got them, but you are committing, fully committing to actually getting them. So something would be like this, like I'm trying to lose weight versus I am losing weight. That isn't saying I've lost 20 pounds yet. It isn't saying whatever, but you are saying that you are going to do it. This is not negotiable. So maybe the diet you're working on right now isn't working out. Maybe the exercise plan is too much. So you just go back and recalibrate and you figure out what does work. You figure out what diet you can follow. You figure out what changes you can follow. You figure out which workout routine you can do, right? Everything we can recalibrate. Everything we can start all over again. The most important thing is that you decided, because once you've decided, that means the journey isn't over yet. So when we use the word try, and we're like, I'm trying to lose weight, and we don't lose the weight, we can say, oh, well, you know, it didn't work, but I tried, right? But that just means you didn't commit to it. That just means you gave up well before the end. Like you could have kept going. You could have figured it out. Life is just a series of problems that we need to figure out, right? Like, we don't have it all figured out right now. If we had it all figured out, you guys, life would be so boring. Like, we are problem solving machines. We have problems to figure out all the time. All you need to do is just to commit to solving your particular problem and commit to it. Don't say you're going to try to do it and then give up after you try one time. It usually takes us a little bit of time to figure out the right approach for us, no matter what you're doing in life. It might take the right approach for you to figure out which person you want to date. That's a good example. It might take you a while to figure out which job you like the best, which career you like the best, which kind of office environment you like the best. It might take you a while to figure out how you are going to earn money in the online field. All of these things are just puzzles for you to figure out. And the most important thing is that you just don't give up. So let's frame that another way. So say, take the dating example again. So usually we aren't like this with dating, right? Like, when it comes to dating, we realize we're gonna have to take a few shots at something in order to get it right. But unfortunately, we don't apply that same logic to everything else in our life. So this would be as silly for dating as if you went out and dated one person and it didn't work out with that person, and then you thought, well, I tried dating, it didn't work. You only tried one tactic. You tried to hang out with one person out of the billions of people on the planet. If you think that that one time is your one time to get it right, you are just really closing yourself off from the mega immense possibilities that are out in the world, right? The same thing applies to your work. The same thing applies to your ability to make money. The same thing applies to losing weight. And the same thing applies to everything, you guys. It just takes a decision. Like, deciding I am going to date until I find a partner, like, that is a decision, right? That is a decision many people make. But you can take that and apply it to your money situation. You can take that and apply it to your health situation. You can take that and apply it to anything. And then everything that happens in the middle is not about messing up once and missing. It's about, these are just things that happened on my journey there. And the only person who gets to stop the journey is you, right? You are the one telling yourself, this is the end of the line, I tried it, whatever, I'm out. And you don't need to do that on anything. So that comes back to the importance of deciding. Deciding means you are committed and you are going to figure it out. And the unfortunate reality of life is sometimes, most of the time, it takes us a while to figure out what the right answer is for any given problem that we might have. So to bring it back again, I want you guys to think now about what you are manifesting, what you are working on creating in your life, and no matter what capacity that might be. And I really want you right now, as you watch this video, to commit to the journey. Commit to figuring it out. Commit to understanding that you may not get it right the first time. In fact, very few people do. But as long as you keep going, as long as you keep trying, as long as you commit to the journey, you are going to end up at your destination someday. And that is the most important thing. When you commit to trying, you are also committing to giving up. You are giving yourself an out. And most people will give up very, very quickly. And I need you to not give up quickly. I need you to keep going, keep going, keep going, because that is what creates the difference. Giving up after you hear no once or you have one setback is going to keep you exactly where you are. And I want you to be bold enough to learn more, to stick it out, to find out what you're actually made of, and to take your life to that next level. So that's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you, my beautiful YouTube community. Thank you so much again for subscribing and hanging out here with me. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to hear more, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to learn more about me, come on over to the site. I have a free fear busting worksheet for you guys to download. We all have to face fear on the way to creating our best life. And this workbook is really giving you some of my best tools in overcoming your fear about whatever it is that you happen to be wanting to create in your life. So I'd come on over and download it no matter what is going on for you, no matter what you are working on next. It'll really help you out. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you back here in the next video. So until then, I'm wishing you an amazing week. And as always, just remember, get ready for the miracle. See you guys.